Hello and welcome to Patched. I'm your host, Paul James. Today I'm joined by Matto Phillips, Damo Camilleri. How are you, gents?
Super.
I am good.
Oh, vanilla Pepsi Max. Oh, that stuff's good.
The taste of the next generation with no sugar.
Sponsored. Hashtag.
Hashtag screw Coke.
Let's be real.
Yeah.
Coke's,
Coke
Coke's better. Coke is better. Vanilla Coke is better
No.
than vanilla Pepsi.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
That's
I'm
not.
surrounded by fools.
Nah. Who says? Hey, the 2-to-1 says you're the fool.
Yeah.
Let's pull the rest of the internet in. That's it. We're pulling the rest of the internet in. If you're listening to the show now or watching the show now, just let us know.
Or can ya?
Yeah, that's it. Okay.
Don't you dare say Coke.
Coke's
Favorite drink? Ooh.
So, Gamescom is a thing that's technically happening, but also technically not happening this year. I don't know, it's kind of weird, but Geoff Keighley still had his opening night live event this past week, where he usually announces a whole bunch of stuff, whether it's stuff for existing games or a couple new games as well, and he was basically spruiking the fact that there was going to be 35, 38 even, I think, games that were going to be showcased here in this 2-hour-long event. It happened on Friday last week, Australian time, and what we're going to do in this episode is kind of talk about the games that we like the most. We're not going to go for a blow-by-blow through every single game because there's a lot of stuff there that probably doesn't interest even one of us, and it's also would make for an incredibly long episode if we went through every single announcement. So we're not going to do that. We're going to focus on the things that we kind of like the most, and we're also going to talk about one game that kind of popped up and surprised us a little bit with its presence. Who wants to get the ball rolling?
Hey, what's this game?
Yeah, now you're just going to start the
Remember this is our... Oh, geez, everyone's getting a look behind the scenes here. Remember we said we were going to discuss one game that surprised us as well?
Oh, Pepsi Man.
Yeah, Pepsi Man, sure.
Did we? I didn't add... Oh, yeah, actually. Well, I'll just add that to my
You
list,
gave the
for
big
sure.
Facebook thumbs up to it.
I gave a lot of thumbs up.
But
today.
if you want me to kick things off, that's fine. We'll buy you some
No.
time.
I'll
No,
just add my
we'll keep it to the
surprise
end.
one.
All right.
I'll keep my surprised one. But,
Oh yeah. Oh, that's a prize one.
Who wants to get the
Yeah.
ball rolling with their 3 games that they kind of enjoyed the most out of the...
Well,
out of the
I do
showcase?
believe that in my 3 games, my first game is 3 games. Maybe more. We don't know, because it's the Star Wars Lego Saga.
Oh, right.
The Sky War Saga. The coolest games known to mankind. Let's admit it. Let's just throw it out there. Some of those Lego games are fantastic.
I love
They are
Lego
fun
games.
Oh, so do
All
I. They're
ages.
fantastic.
Great co-op.
Easy platinum.
Yeah, get out of it. Enjoyable
Get out.
for like any range of like skill levels, but that just looks so polished. That looks so tasty. Paul's got Ghost in his house. I'm really worried for him. Get out
Okay, we all
now.
saw that. Cool,
Get
that's
out.
all right,
It's
listeners. Viewers.
some paranormal activity happening right now.
Green screen the shit
Yeah.
out of it. Not the fact,
It
despite
just-
the fact there's
Paul's
no
going
green
to get
screen
dragged
here.
away out of his chair, out the door.
I just don't understand how they keep making the same game more appealing. Like it is. It's just another Lego game, and it so sinks its teeth in deeper every time they release it. And it's the same thing. It's Lego. It's Lego again. Like nothing's changed. Nothing's different.
What I like about this, though, I mean, they've been churning those games out for 10 plus years now. Kind of started towards the end of the PS2 era, and then they've just continued on this tear through the PS3, PS4, etc. But like they've kind of taken the foot off the gas recently. I can't even think of what the last one was now, but it's been a couple of years.
It was The Force Awakens, the last one.
No,
Oh no,
For
no,
Star
no,
Wars.
no, yeah, last one for Star Wars, but like they've been obviously doing
villains.
DC. Yeah, it might have been the DC villains or Marvel superheroes or one of those sort of ones. But that was a few years ago now. Like they've kind of taken the back seat for a little while. Then I think that bodes really well for the game. I guess maybe
think
because they're trying to develop 9
I think it's
stories
because
in
they've
one.
gone to Nintendo with their Lego.
Oh yeah, they were too busy making that Super Mario Brothers thing that you can buy
That's where
in
all their
retail.
resources went to. It's like, right, stop what you're doing. Nintendo has come with an idea.
Got nothing to do with video games what we're making, but let's get the video game division in on it too. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm with you, Damo. It looks pretty cool.
It is like we don't need to say much about it. Like it looks polished, it looks clean. If you've played one in the past, you're probably going to play this one too. If it's it's going to go on special within the first 2 weeks of it being out because it's a Lego game. Let's admit it. Like those things just hit the sales quicker than anything, because it's like, now they've already made a zillion copies sold, so, might as well just buy it again. Like, but seriously, like, out of that, not that it took me by surprise, I knew there was stuff being there, but it's like, oh, pardon me, seeing it come out was just like, oh, you know what? I'm going to watch this trailer, watch it, I'm like, damn, I forgot how great these games can be.
Oh, yeah.
It got me over the line. That got me over the line with the when Palpatine was going to go with the
yeah, that was my highlight.
The lightning bolt,
and it all went to shit for him.
That's what got me. That's what got me. Like,
but that's one of the best parts about the Lego games. Like it's kind of a childish humor. There's nothing really edgy about it in any way, shape, or form. It's all pretty basic humor, but it works every single time, like in all the games. So I've been a big fan of it. Yeah, they're just easy to pick up and play on your own or with someone else, and to play through 9 Star Wars movies. Maybe they'll deal with some Clone Wars stuff as well. Maybe they're throwing a hint of Rebels too. Who knows? Probably not, because it doesn't quite fit in the Skywalker saga kind of thing that they're
Rogue One.
in, but
I reckon it'll be Rogue
cool.
One somewhere in there.
Yeah, and you just have a couple of people
sing.
Spoiler
Darth
alert.
Vader.
Spoiler alert, everyone. But
the Darth Vader lightsaber part.
Yeah. Or a couple of people
Rogue
sitting
One.
by the beach, and then all of a sudden they just they're exploded into a million blocks. Like, it'd be great. Damo, what else did you have, mate?
Oh, we're just going to go through all my...
Yeah, we'll go person by person.
Sure. For those that do watch out every single episode that we star in, which is all of you watching this right now, is Little Nightmares 2. I've been playing Little Nightmares 1 a fair bit in the past on the Switch. Seeing that come out, like, I've seen it, on the Instagram a bunch, like, Little Nightmares 2. I'm like, sweet. Stop sponsoring the post. I've seen it once. I've seen it twice. I've seen it 17,000 times now. Finally getting to see something from it. Well, man, did that just that art style, so good.
They've upped the ante from the first one.
Really putting a lot more into it, which is great, because it's like, obviously it's been talked about for so long, but seeing it, kind of slowly develop, and now it's like, for what we've seen, it's like, oh my gosh, yes, you're doing everything right. You're staying true to from what I can see, just true to the original, and just giving us more of what we want. That's, it's like when a band releases an album that sounds the same as their last album. It's like, oh, they didn't change anything. It's like, yes, because the last album was fantastic. Why would they change their sound? The exact same thing here.
AC/DC.
Yeah, it works.
Hey, all right. After Back in Black, ain't no more AC. Oh, Thunderstruck, but that's okay. And then
mostly no more AC/DC.
Just because we're just going to smash this out. Override 2 Super Mech League.
I had a gut feel that mechs that was gonna be something. Yeah, like the first one's a buggy mess, and I think it's barely playable. But
yeah, well, that's like, I'm like, what? There's a first one, and I'm like, wait, I think I remember the first. Didn't play it because I just had no interest in it. Like, I was like,
so what is it about this one then that's speaking to you?
It just looked really cool. It looked like a game that had obviously like polished itself up. Like, I mean, I know it was a cinematic trailer and stuff like that, but everything looked really fun about it. Like the character design and everything, just kind of, I was like, damn. It's been a while since like I've seen such a colorful beat 'em up game, but with mechs. So it's like, oh yeah, you're catering to all my needs there. So yeah, no, they are the big 3 for me. Do I go through my honorables, or do we want to do that?
Oh yeah. Talk about. Actually, no. We'll save some of those honorables just before we get to your little surprise. So, Matto, what did you kind of see that took your fancy?
The first one is Unknown 9.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, that was an interesting one.
I know there wasn't really much to go off, but the trailer, I thought it was a pretty cool trailer for what we got shown. But like you said, there wasn't much gameplay to it, so I don't know what.
Yeah, it kind of feels like Stranger Things, kind of. It's got that sort of feel about it. Yeah, a bunch of young kids, kind of sci-fi, little superpowers.
Slow motion, superpowers, whack some of the stick.
Oh yeah, that thing.
Yeah, I reckon that was pretty cool. It's a pretty good choice. No idea who the developer is or whatever, and even the name thing was a bit confusing. Like they had Unknown 9, and then they had Unknown 9 Awakening, and then went back to Unknown 9 again. I'm like, what's the game called? But apparently, maybe it actually has some sort of relation to franchise that's already established. I'm not 100% sure about that, but I've heard that through the traps as well. Maybe there's some books or something. So, I don't know.
Okay.
Not 100% sure, but it looks pretty cool. I agree with you, though. It looked pretty sweet.
All right. Second one was going to be Lego Star Wars, but Damo got in first. But I'll replace that with Medal of Honor.
Oh, yeah, the VR one.
The VR one. It actually looked really impressive.
Above and beyond.
Above and beyond, yeah. I thought when they said it's in VR, like, really? I thought it actually looks pretty good for VR type game.
But, yeah, I think they announced it about a year ago, but it just kind of got swept under the rug because everyone was all about Jedi Fallen Order at the time, because obviously it's coming from the same team.
Yeah, being Star Wars and everything, and it was a Star Wars year last year, so anything that came out, no one's going to care about.
And also Medal of Honor's kind of lost a bit of its luster over the last few years. The last few have been kind of shit.
Been like 2 games the last decade?
Yeah, there was Medal of Honor, a reboot, and then Warfighter, and both of them were shit apparently. So,
not like the old days, not like Frontline and was it Rising Sun? They were good games.
Yeah,
that was some fun times. The days before microtransactions.
I think I'm going to go play
good
Frontline.
Times.
Oh, I miss Frontline. Anyway, go on. What did you like about it though? Because I mean, you don't have an Oculus, so is it making you want to buy one?
I think the improvement with VR is getting better. It's sort of when the PlayStation VR came on sale months ago. I was thinking about getting it, and then I just held off. I kind of regret it, but
yeah, but I reckon we're that close to getting a next gen VR on PS5 that you'll probably be able to go back and get all the old stuff anyway. So
I think it's because also too the old Linkin Park Beat Saber came out too, and I thought, I thought that looks exciting to play, but unfortunately, don't have one. But I think it's just more the guns, just the shooting mechanics of it actually
looks and feels good.
Looks good. And that's all I'm gonna say of that.
Well, I mean, we had Half-Life Alyx earlier this year, which kind of proves that first-person shooters in VR.
There you go.
And there's a lot of people saying, in a year we've got The Last of Us and Ghost of Tsushima, and there's still Cyberpunk to go, Animal Crossing shooting the lights out, Fall Guys, all that stuff. There's a fair few people out there that'll still say that Half-Life Alyx is the best game of the year. So VR's going all right, and Respawn are a damn good studio. So you're onto something there.
Saving EA's ass.
Oh yeah,
good on you, Respawn.
They're cooked if it wasn't for Respawn.
Everyone would still be hating EA for their microtransactions and all that crap. And no, not microtransactions. What am I saying? Surprise mechanics, as they call them. That one's never going to get let down. Oh, but there's surprise mechanics. There's no surprise in it. I get disappointed every time I get one of their surprise mechanics given to me. Like, what is it? It's more crap. I don't.
Oh, you want more money from me, right? That's exciting.
Not a good one. Here, pay more money. Nah. Is it going to help? No, don't care. And then finally, what do you reckon my final one would be?
Is it an indie game or a AAA game?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Oh, you don't know.
Ooh.
Then I'm going to have to say it's an indie game.
Does it involve bridges?
No.
Okay, so it's not the Walking Dead thing. Perhaps the most confusing.
Sam and Max? You were Sam and Max person?
In VR as well.
No, it wasn't. You could actually play the game in VR.
There's 2 games that I'm thinking of that kind of might be indie / kind of really cool. I'm not 100% sure. One of them is in my top 3, and one of them is one of my honorable mentions. Is it Teardown or 12 Minutes?
No.
Is it either of those? Oh, damn it.
No.
Whoa. All
right,
what do you
Damo
got?
one more guess. I'll give Damo one more guess, and I'll say it.
Call of Duty?
No, it's actually out now. It's actually out now, which I found out from the video.
Struggling? Is it the meatball simulator?
Oh, that's disgusting. Oh.
Simulator, you got the one part of it right.
Oh, Surgeon Simulator
2?
Yeah.
Yes.
When I saw the preview, the guy just ripped the guy's head off. I thought, I want this game. Just ripping arms, legs, and you could just make one of those like mutant things where you can take their leg off, plug it into their arm socket, put the hand on the leg socket.
Please do a player 2 plays for this.
Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna buy it. Yeah, that's just like shut up and take my money moment right there.
That's awesome.
So I've got to get on the Epic Game Store and buy it, and just do some quality surgery of butchering some poor person's. Was probably
Ripping
going
their
in for a
arm off,
heart
putting a
transplant. I'll
traffic
rip his
cone in
head
that
off.
spot.
Done.
Yeah, no, I reckon it'll work.
Just covered for a simple operation, and then he's got no legs, no arms, and his head's on backwards. Win.
With a traffic cone coming out their arm.
With a traffic cone.
Yeah, why not?
And my car keys in his chest.
Damn.
I can see you playing and doing the whole Dr. Nick. The red thing's connected to the blue thing. The blue thing's connected to my wristwatch. Anyway, that's The Simpsons, the golden era of The Simpsons. No, that's a pretty awesome choice though. That did look like it's a hell of a lot of fun.
And co-op as well, which is the other thing. So you just get your friends in and just
destroy someone.
It'd just be absolute chaos. Just bringing someone else in, just trying to do surgery on some poor person.
They're trying to play seriously, and you're just like, "Hey, what happens if we scoop out their eye? Stop them!"
As long as the machine that goes pings there, I don't care.
You've probably sold me more on the game now. Admittedly, the trailer was cool, and I liked what I saw, but I kind of thought, I might wait for it to come out on console or something like that, because I actually saw that the old ones are available on the PS4 for like $5 at the moment. But
oh, really?
Yeah, there's like the original one. There's one in VR. They're all like $5 to $10 at the moment. So on PS4. But like hearing you talk about it now, I'm like, oh, I could be that co-op person on the Epic Game Store. That'd be fun. I'm kind of thinking about it now. I'm gonna have to go check it out and see how much it's costing. But
it's like $40. I saw.
That's not horrendous. That's right.
So it's a story mode as well. I don't know how story mode works. Where you just operate on people.
It's like the complete opposite of what you're supposed to be doing. So you're reaching into these bodies and they've got all sorts of things that are already wrong with them. So they've already got traffic cones coming out their arm sockets, and they've already got keys in their chest. Dr. Nick's attached to his wristwatch inside the person.
Or there's another man inside him.
That's one of my favorite comics, is the Awkward Yeti, where he's like, something's not right. God damn it. I left my keys outside, and he's sewn himself inside the body, and so but his car keys are outside. It's like, this is phenomenal.
Oh.
Wait, is that it? Are we?
Yeah. So now we're on to mine, and then it's the surprise and our kind of honourable mentions that we missed. Ooh. So I think the first two will probably come as no surprise to anyone. One, with me being a host of a PlayStation podcast and a lover of Ratchet and Clank, meant that Ratchet and Clank was kind of my number one thing from it. But there was still like a hint of disappointment. As much as I loved what I saw and it looked awesome, there was a hint of disappointment because it was basically the same demo from the PS5 event with like, I don't know, maybe 30, 40 seconds more kind of tacked onto it, a bit more gameplay in there.
Extra cutscene at the start, that's all I got out of it. I thought, I haven't seen this cutscene before. Then I went back straight into that gameplay, like, I've seen that before. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was cool. I was happy to see it. It looks amazing, and it's a massive showpiece for the PS5, and they've kind of indicated that it's going to come out in the first kind of quarter or so of next year. So that's pretty sweet. And also, nice. I can't understand how Insomniac is churning out so many games, because they've got Spider-Man coming at the end of the year, and then they've got Ratchet like 2 months later. So they're unreal, that team. The next one you've already discussed it in kind of like a throwaway fashion. Fall Guys Season 2. I lost my little mind when I saw that. And I've played a whole bunch of Fall Guys since.
Let's say, welcome to my world with Apex.
I'm glad.
Every time I see a new season.
Sorry, go.
No, I'm done.
But I'm glad that Paul stated that he has a little mind.
Oh yeah, simple things. Simple
like minds. It's just it's like Fall Guys Season 2, my little mind. It's like, yep. Can I need to say any more?
It's got this cool medieval sort of theme. There's some really awesome looking new levels coming to it. It looks like it's going to be like a full-on overhaul. It's not like, say, when a new season hits for Fortnite or something like that, where you know, it's just like it's the same world, but some different shit's happening to it. Like, it seems like they're just going to go, all right, we've got a whole new roster of levels here, and just go off and discover them all from scratch. I'm sure maybe some of the old ones will drop in, and they'll kind of shift things around, toggle things in and out with gradual updates. But
yeah, obviously they had like a whole bunch of stuff ready to go, and they were like, oh, we'll release it in things, and then it's like, okay, what are
holy
people
shit,
liking?
it sold
what are
7
people
million
not liking?
copies on Steam, and it's the biggest game ever on PlayStation Plus already.
Yes.
We can make 100 more levels now.
Yeah,
I
let's
think
hire all of the people.
Yeah, I mean, from every time I open my YouTube and I see just the amount of like crazy dumb stuff that people are having, like all the dumb fun. It's like, oh, I get it. I make fun of you, Paul, but yes, I get it.
You got to, like, the three of us have got to jump in and play together at some point. That'll be a blast.
Pandemonium.
Let's just get a whole Play 2 team in and just... we can be the yellow team and just
be winners. Be winners.
And be winners for once. I was on the yellow team the other day and I lost.
I hate being on the yellow team because I feel like I lose more than I win when I'm yellow. Which gives me the shits because I win a lot, but I end up on yellow.
It's one of these stupid myths. It's like a stupid myth. It's like pressing that. If you press like the A button on your Game Boy, it doesn't actually
when you're trying to catch a Pokemon.
Catch the Pokeball, yeah. It doesn't actually work. Or does it? We don't know.
It just becomes like superstition.
Doing Digimon, and you're pressing the buttons, you're like, it'll make sure that I win. It's like, you're an idiot.
Our theory was
you
the Pokemon put it up against a metal pole. Little metal things, you put it up against a metal pole and you win. Everyone used to do it for some stupid reason. Don't know if it worked or not, but I seem to be pretty successful at it.
Yeah, I mean, for me with Pokemon, it was up and B. You alternate up and B. You keep mashing them. I don't know.
Up and B?
Yeah.
I was down and B.
That's what I heard.
Down and B was my thing. Like, down, holding down.
I was just pressing A.
B.
Just bash the shit out of that button. It was never the same. It's like a stick in the Nintendo 64 controller after one game of Mario Party.
Oh, doing the old circle work.
For Tug of War in the very first one. Holy shit. We should have an episode dedicated to our favourite Mario Party mini games. Because why not?
Yeah,
I've got to try memorable.
Or memorable, yeah, that might be better because then we can talk good or bad. But
Wikipedia the shit out of that.
Yeah, exactly. My last choice was Teardown, which I mentioned before. It was either Teardown or 12 Minutes. I don't know if the two of you kind of caught this one. It's basically
like Minecraft type thing.
Yeah, it looks like Minecraft in terms of like a visual thing. It's more polished, but yeah, it's like a heist. So there's like something you need to steal in each level, and basically the whole world is destructible. So you can just set up the whole, and then you've got a limited time to escape. So you basically do all this preparation work of destroying this, destroying that, lining things up in a certain way so that they kind of fall like dominoes. So that when you get in, you take the thing that you need to take, and then go to escape. You then need to follow through on your plan, however you designed it. There's so much creativity there, and you just got to bail as quick as you can. So, it looks like, even though it does have that kind of Minecraft voxely sort of style, it actually looks fantastic. So, there's a lot of things I like about that game. But what about the honourable mentions? Two of the games that I had on my list, you guys have already mentioned, in Unknown 9 and Medal of Honor.
Oh, well, sorry that none of my choices made your honourable mentions, mate. What's your third, then?
I still had 4, technically. 12 Minutes was the other one. This kind of time loop, which also they revealed has this really awesome cast. Daisy Ridley from Star Wars in there. We've got
William Dafoe.
William Dafoe, and I've just gone
James McAvoy.
Yeah. Okay, you got a decent cast for this little indie game.
Am I confused or not? Was Agent 47 in there? Or did it look like Agent 47?
Maybe it just looked like.
Yeah, it was just the hitman comes in, just chokes the poor guy. I thought, it's Agent 47. How did he get in here?
He just had no hair and it was kind of top down. So you're like, I get it.
I wasn't sure. I was looking for the barcode on the back of the head. I couldn't see it.
So I guess my fourth one was Star Wars Squadrons. The space shooter one, the X-Wing versus TIE Fighter style.
The one that supposedly has a story. Is it a Battlefront? Is it a Battlefront type story, or
let's hope
is
it's
it
better
actually
than Battlefront.
A good story?
Let's hope it's better than
Road
Battlefront.
I'm pretty sure they would have learned from that.
I just love the idea also that I'll be able to play it on PSVR. Like, I don't know if that'll make me sick or not, but I'll take it for a spin at least in VR and just see what happens. Maybe I'll be in it for 5 minutes. I don't know, but I've got a bit of the thing about playing Star Wars in VR at the moment because I've been diving into Vader. Yeah. Oh, holy shit! That'll make me throw up. I've been playing Vader Immortal recently, so now I just want more Star Wars in VR. So.
Yeah,
what about you guys?
The original trilogy in VR for you. Well, because you said it was disgusting, it made my honourable mention. So struggling, made it there because I was like, you know what? That looks like absolute madness. Like,
Did you buy it?
I'm not going to play it. No. I'm playing Yu-Gi-Oh at the moment. Get out of here.
Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yeah, Duelist Legacies. I'm such a I've never played Yu-Gi-Oh. Mum and Dad were like, "You're not buying that shit. It'll just end up in the trash." They were right. All right. No kid should be playing any card game unless you're like, wait, these are going to be
super serious about
so
it.
I found my old Pokemon cards recently, hoping to make a lot of money on that shit.
Yeah, I found all my Pokemon cards too, but they're all element cards. I don't know what I did with the rest of them.
Traded them for element cards.
They went. I never traded them. I don't know what happened to them. They just disappeared. Except for the element cards. I was there to want them.
Sold them on you. Honourable. So Sam and Max got an honourable mention because it looked like a bit of fun coming back.
And it's cool. It's cool that they're back and in VR.
Yeah.
Weirdly.
Yeah. And then I have no idea about it because it was just a cinematic. And I know a lot of these things were just cinematics, but Warhammer Age of Sigma for the Switch.
Have you messed around with Warhammer? You've played Warhammer, haven't you?
Yeah, man.
Sorry, not Warhammer. Yeah, Warhammer.
I played a bit of Total War, done a bit of Space Marine. There's stuff. It's like I've always dabbled, but I'm like, I wonder what this is. Like, is it going to be like a strategy thing? Is it going to be like an arena thing? I don't know. We'll have to see when it comes out. If it's going to be crappy, like if it's an RTS or something on the Switch, it's like you need a keyboard and mouse. Get out of here. And then of course did we talking about surprises? Did you talk about a surprise?
Yeah, Unknown 9 for me.
Oh yeah, well
I took it. Stole it from under him.
Bridge simulator with
Walking
zombies.
Dead.
Walking Dead.
Like,
that was weird as shit.
Yeah, it was extremely weird shit. But you know what? Some of the best games have bridge simulators in them. Like,
I don't think it was just the trailer.
Pardon?
The trailer just got weird for me because he's running away, finds the laptop, sits down there, and just dies.
Yeah.
Like, okay. I'm sorry, I thought I was watching some shit YouTuber for a second trying to come up with a really horrible comedy skit. No,
he just wanted to play a few rounds of bridge construction.
He just wanted to play a game. He's just his last minutes. He wanted to play a bridge simulator game
or a few rounds of Fall Guys.
That's okay with me.
That's you know what, man? It's just like that tweet. It's like me finishing my second cheesecake. The genie asks, "What's your third wish?" He's like, "You goddamn know what it is, you bastard." Like, haha. Just like that. Your last wish, as if it wouldn't be to play bridge simulators. But no, because there's like that Portal bridge simulator game, or Portal.
I've played that. Yeah,
because you did a play 2 plays for that matter.
Yeah. There's there's stuff like that. So, caught me off guard. Will I buy it? No idea. Did they show me enough? No. It haven't sold me. It was my surprise, though.
But they've piqued your interest. That's all right.
Piqued my interest. Yeah, you need to put Leonardo DiCaprio's face there. Because his memes are everywhere at the moment. So
some
of that shit going. The Leonardo, he wins the Oscar and he finally gets memes made of him even more now. So it's fantastic. Matt,
as you should.
Yeah,
bring us
I only got one because everything else got taken.
Oh, what were they? What were the other ones though?
It wasn't on the thing you showed us, but it was Lord of the Rings Golem.
Oh yeah, because that was in the Future Games show. Yeah.
Yeah, and it looked interesting. I don't know if I'll buy it or not because it's a whole stealthy type game, and I'm more of a run in and just punch people up.
It could be like
person.
Arkham style stealth, though. Where it's not necessarily a stealth game, but you can play it stealthy.
Yes.
I think Smeagol has a sword though.
Batman doesn't have a sword.
Yeah, but he has billions of dollars.
Well, there's that too. I'll just throw wads of cash at them and knock them the fuck out.
Smeagol had some teeth that could bite a hobbit's finger off.
Fair point.
I mean, it changed the tide of everything.
And Maybe you'll find and try and find some taters. What's taters?
No, not
Poor
going-
taters.
Boil or mash them, stick them in a stew.
And my final one, it wasn't really. I was just giving it an honorable mention. Some more gameplay for Crash Bandicoot 4
Oh yeah, okay.
that we
Yeah.
saw.
I mean, it's not far
It's
off.
still-
It's looking pretty cool.
It's not far off. October, so next month.
Oh,
When
shit.
this goes
Yeah,
live.
Yeah, by the time it goes live, yeah. Shit.
Yeah, that means
Okay.
Tony Hawk comes out in a few days. I'm back in 1999. Crash is coming out. Tony Hawk's coming out. Ratchet and Clank. Well, that wasn't 99, but
Not far off though.
not far off. And I know what other games have just come back from the past.
Well, Final Fantasy 7 earlier this
Final
year.
Fantasy 7. There, yep.
Resident
Was there
Evil
another weird
3.
episode?
Resident Evil 3 earlier this year.
There was Resident Evil 2 last year.
Oh, the retro stuff is back. But yeah, Crash is looking pretty sweet. So good choice there. So any other games at all? Just anyone's kind of like just sprung to mind that we didn't address along the way that anyone feels like we maybe should have?
That one that they can't spell the name correctly. I can't
Oh,
remember what it's
old
called.
Chorvis.
Old Chorvis.
Chodus.
Chodus.
Egg. Yeah,
And
Chod-
Chovis.
I mean, it's totally worked though.
Chorvis.
Like we remember the Chorvis thing. Like as soon as I saw it, and I was tweeting out for the Player 2 account at the time, like
Yeah,
I
so
made
like-
sure to have a crack at
I was
Chorvis.
like,
So
I looked at it, what's this game? Looked at the name, like, oh, it's that game.
it's Chorvis
Of
again.
course. It's old Chorvis.
So they totally played us. It's worked.
Well played, Chorvis.
Well, on that note there, we'll wrap things up. If you've enjoyed this episode of Patched, I didn't stuff it up this time, but I nearly did. Remember, I've been calling it Player 2 Plays recently? Bye. It's just a horrible name. And I nearly did it again. But if you enjoyed this
we
episode of
remember.
Patched, be sure to like, share, subscribe. All the buttons down below. Hit the notification bell. That way you'll catch up with a whole bunch of awesome stuff, including more episodes of Patched, The Insider, Player 2 Plays, like Game Review, Gamer School, and a whole lot more. Visit the website, player2.net.au, for reviews, previews, opinion pieces, news, features, links to the podcast, this show, of course,
Wait.
the Player 2 Pixelcast, and yes, I did say The Insider, I know, my bad.
I was just trying to think, I thought, oh, wait, hang on. Did he say it or not?
I did say it. I still stuff it up every now and then. And Dev Diary, where there's been some awesome guests in recent weeks and months, and a couple really big ones that I recorded a day ago, as of when we sat down for our chat there, that you'll see over the course of the next few weeks. Pretty happy with them. So go check out that 5-star reviews for all the podcasts. It does help with exposure. We'd appreciate that. We're also on Patreon, patreon.com/player2au, kicking a few bucks. At the lower tiers, early access, higher tiers, monthly episode exclusives. And then there's Twitter, Damo. You can be found
At
at
Tacos Talk.
Matto. What do you got there?
Matto _ Phil. What is that?
Procrastinator. You're holding it in the right spot there. Perfect. Paul James Games for me. The website's player2au. And go procrastinate. Bake. What? See ya.